Hi everyone, this is Sean Kelly. I'm at Santa Barbara City College Astronomy, and tonight I'm going to be working with you on how to track Mars during the 2020-2021 year as it goes retrograde. And so we're going to track it for 9 months using Stellarium software. This is to fill in this worksheet that we have here, and mainly the worksheet is just the map. And so we're going to be indicating on the map the location of Mars for the next 9 months, starting from a date June 1st, 2020, and going all the way until 3/1/2021. Okay, so that's the dates, the range that we're going to be studying. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring up Stellarium, and I'm going to walk you through all of the steps you need to be able to do this exercise successfully. Okay, so here we go. We're in Stellarium. And if you read the instructions tell you to turn off the ground. So if I scroll down, I can actually see the ground here, or I can type the letter G, press the letter G, the ground goes away. Turn off the atmosphere right here, or type the letter A, okay, type the letter A. Turn on the celestial sphere, which is right here, or press the letter E, okay, that will work. And turn on the constellation lines, which are right here, or type the letter C, okay? So I think that might be it. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna pause the clock. It turns out I like that. I think it's a better way to go. And I'm gonna change the date to 6/1. Okay, so here it is, 6/1. Okay, so I've got the date. I wanna leave this open because I'll be adjusting the date for 9 months, one day at a time, okay? And I'll show you how we're gonna be doing that. Okay, so now let's scroll over here to the right, and I'm going to do a search. So there's a search window, F3, and I'm gonna type in Mars, okay? And there it is, it took me to Mars, yay, awesome, okay. So this is the 1st of June, and the 1st of June, and as you can see, so here's the thing you wanna look for. If you right click, by the way, you can turn off the little information thing. So we want Mars to be the center. And as I advance, you can see Mars is going to be moving, right? I want to first actually mark that original location, and then I'll go through with you what you're going to be doing. So you want to zoom in, but not too much, right? You actually want to zoom in so that it kind of fits the zoom level that I have on my sheet. This is about the right zoom level, okay? I think, is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, so I want to show you then, so Mars is, this is actually a constellation you might recognize called Aquarius. Mars is currently in Aquarius. And so there's this little, little pocket right here. Mars is right in the little pocket. So let's go ahead and look at our sheet, and I'm going to show you where I would put Mars, right, in that little tiny pocket. So if you see right here, this is going to be those same lines that we had in Aquarius. And so Mars is right around here. That will be our first point. And so I'm going to make that dot, and I'm going to put the date, 6/1. Now, it turns out that I'm going to run out of room if I do this every day and try to put the date. So you don't actually need to do every single one. So let's just walk you through the first couple, and then I'll let you do this on your own. Okay, so you're going to be watching Mars for 9 months. So what I'm going to do is start advancing the time, or the date rather. So I'm going to go forward one day. Now, if you don't like the fact that these are tilted, I want to show you a little trick. If you advanced, or actually, sorry, if you advance the time or reduce the time, you can actually make it look different, right? You can actually make it look flatter like this if you like that. So just play with the time a little bit, and you can get the picture to look kind of similar to the one in my worksheet. Okay, so there's our first date, and then we're going to advance. So 6/2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go forward about a week at a time. And so you can see, I don't know if you notice, there's some little stars right here, and I can actually go back to my sheet and notice where that is. I'm taking a look right here, and I'm trying to see the location, and I think it's right around here. And don't worry if you're not perfect, but let's go ahead and try that out. So I moved forward a little bit, and I got it to be right around there. Now I'm not gonna date this one. I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, but I know that I went 1 week to go from here to here. And so I think that that's probably a reasonable thing. You don't want to make every day because that's too many dots, but maybe every week or so. And so you're going to work your way through. We'll do one more together, and we're going to work our way through. So let's do, so here we go, advancing the date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, there's an interesting loop right here. Now, we haven't studied this constellation. It turns out it's the constellation called Pisces, and Mars is headed that way, just so you know. Pisces is the fishes, but we are headed that. And so it's just below this one loop, and it's almost in the middle, but it's actually in the middle this way and just a little bit to the left of the middle otherwise. Okay, so I'm looking for some little clues on my paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and bubble in a dot. So I'm going to go ahead and bubble in a dot, the best that I can do. It doesn't have to be perfect, don't worry. Just do your best, okay? And so that would be the next dot I'd show you right here. And the next dot is a little bit further along. So that was going to be 2 weeks, another week later. And I'm going to keep going like this. And I'm going to go all the way through the 9 months. Now, every few dots, every like maybe 4 dots, you should date it just so that you have a nice record of how the date is changing. Okay. And that's basically it. You're going to follow Mars, and you're going to see that it's normally going this way, which is called the prograde direction. And then sometimes it goes backwards, and that is called retrograde. So be sure to note the date that it begins to go retrograde and the date that it goes back to prograde motion when it ends the retrograde motion. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, please email me and I'd be happy to help you. Thank you. Have a good night.